Okay, so we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, everybody. We're going to put on our little intro. Daya says, morning, this should be powerful since gorgeous Morgan is here. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree with that.
For a while. I'm leaving in 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's probably how long we're going to go. All right, so let's see. Hang on. Getting confused. All right. Here. Be right back. All right, hang on one second. Let me get this. Okay. All right, welcome everybody. We're going to bring up Benoit. Morgan's been talking to him. I don't know him myself, so we're going to get to know each other while we're on camera, which is normal. Let's see. Here we go. And today's going to be a little bit of a special show. We're going to try something different. He's got something he wants to share with us. So we're going to see what that's about. All right, let's see. And unmute.
Just got a pop up here.
We can hear you. We can't see you though. There's a box coming up that'll say, there you go.
How's that?
That's very good. How you doing?
Nice doing great, Todd. Nice to meet you. Morgan too.
Hello.
We need more light.
Yeah. It's you got backlight there. That's
hang on a second.
Yes.
Oh, I think that worked. Oh.
Yeah, it will. Sorry about that. All right. Sorry about the slow start today. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on and honoring us with your presence. And I know you guys have been talking and you had something you wanted to share. We can get into that. But maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you provided a bio, but maybe we just do it a little more spontaneously. Is that okay?
Okay, I'm just connecting now to get some incoming info to see how we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing some work related to heart and soul connection, reconnecting our hearts and soul. And this applies to many levels, global, earth, couple, people, individual. So the work we're going to be doing today will involve you as a couple, which was needed to do, as this relates to relationship, the divine relationships, but also day-to-day relationships, and also a bit of galactic things in there between the earth and the moon and the sun and everything, as this there's a parallel in there. I'm an intuitive mind, body, and soul healer. Been doing this for 5-6 years now. As I said, I do work both one-on-one on people. I also called for the past year to do a lot of global work to help with the collective ascension and cleansing of some of the energies we need to deal with. I do channeling. I do channeled light language, sound tonal healing, eye contact healing. I'm also enabled with as a shaman. There's so many things in there. It's kind of hard for me to say in a few words what I do, but I do also with traditional trauma, deep trauma healing, mind, body, and soul aspects. Energetic healer, pretty much self-taught, and then had to go through the. What brought me to this was my journey from over a decade-long depression, mixed in with a couple burnouts in there, coming out of narcissistic manipulative relationship involving child alienation, a couple of things among which that triggered my wanting to find happiness, and went through healing, like food aspects of the healing, nutrition, and then nutrition which affects the mind, the brain, and then into meditation a bit, and then power of the subconscious. Did a little bit of we got Reiki level 1, and then I learned the emotion code, body code, lots of modalities that I used to. I went into full-time inner work. Sometimes 10, 12 hours a day, releasing blocks, emotions, over number I'm getting I'm getting 17,000 blocks, emotional blocks among other things. Wow. Current life, past life, soul aspects, generational, lots of things in there that I do. Once I did that, then as I did the inner work, and then the gifts started popping up, and then I'm multi-connected. I can connect to people's subconscious, souls, higher self, minds, their guides, my guides, and then the galactics, the Arcturians, the light beings calling in to do the healing. So I can pretty much, archangels also. So as I did the inner work, my energy also shot right up, my frequency, my vibration. And now, as of 18 days ago, I made the 5D switch move.
Yeah.
My chakras have merged, and now I started a little bit of chakra, a little bit of 7D coming into, but I was told you are now the law of one. So I had merged the heart, the soul, and the mind together. So that's why I'm receiving messages. That's how I'm receiving messages here. So well, lots of things, multiple modality, and then learn by myself. And at some point I could ask to receive any healing from any healer, whether it was good. If it was good for me, I would ask, well, I'd like to receive what this healer is doing, and I'd like to be doing what this healer is doing, and I would be activated. So I had the full key to pretty much anything we can do.
Wow. Fascinating. And so
yeah.
today, do you want to get into that now? Or do
yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Arcturian Council of the Light is in now. They're delighted to be here for this healing that involves a lot of people, a lot of plans, dimensional beings here, Arcturians, I get Palladians, Syrians for a little bit of physical healing. Lots of, I'm getting 25 species here, so we're well surrounded and protected also. Okay, Archangel Raphael wants to say hello too. Okay, I'm getting being told get going, Benoit. Okay, keep anchored in joy. Now my hands, you see my hands, it's part of the light language body healing, okay? There's an energetic frequency exchange happening now through the eyes too. You look into the eyes, healing, activating soul, reconnecting the soul. Okay, I'll speak as I'm getting it. Okay, you three have met before in past lives. Okay, so this is beautiful. It wasn't known you were going to be working today, but last minute you connected, and all the energetics got in line to do this, working on the soul heart, but also the mind, heart-mind connection, which is the divine connection, to get into our divine. Okay. Todd, we really enjoy what you're doing. Really keep going, and this is absolutely marvelous, wonderful, beautiful. Thank you very much for what you do here, and thanks for being here, and thanks for being who you are, what you are, you know, and then a beautiful, beautiful journey. Arcturians want to say special hello to Morgan. Thank you, Morgan. Thanks for being with us this morning. Thanks for being with Todd and you as a divine energetic couple. And you two will be getting even closer energetically once this is done. Half hour should just about do it. And then maybe a little bit more will be happening. If you're not too far away, things will maybe continue a little bit happening. So you can go on and do what you need to do afterwards. I'm asked to sing here, but I don't know quite the words to the song. Well, happy birthday to us as a new energetic earth field, 5D. Beautiful new energetic colony. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Going back to ancient time, connecting to your hearts, connect. Yes, hearts. Thank God we all are here. Thank you. Merci, merci. Thank you. Merci, merci. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. A little bit of French as I'm Benoit's French. Yes, merci. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Heart. Deep breathing. Both of you. All us together. Let's bring this energy up. All three. Building up, reconnecting to our essence, our true essence, feeling of oneness, one-dimensional, three multi-dimensional aspects of ours. We are whole beings, multi-dimensional, earth experience, beautiful, just a part, just an aspect of us, just a tiny piece of us. Beautiful energy, keep healing. Keep connected to your hearts. Feel heart connection. Integrating love into our hearts. Todd, make sure you're happy in your life. Don't worry about anything. All good, beautiful. You know it. We all know it. Sometimes we need to be reminded. Easy. Everything getting in line, aligning. Divine alliance too. No pressure. Just be beautiful. Your energetic frequency will rise a lot, will shot up after this healing. You need it a little bit more, little push up energetically. This will happen beautifully. Morgan, yes, beautiful. Same for you. Don't worry. You're beautiful. Beautiful energy coming out. Mixing, all mixed up with Todd's beautiful energy, divine energies, masculine and feminine in both needing a little bit tweaking. We all need it. Men also have, men and women both have divine feminine and divine masculine. Needs to be tweaked, sometimes more, sometimes less. Masculine and feminine both. Beautiful. Need to make sure you are both fully grounded. All the more important as a couple divine connection here. Gaia, yes, Gaia. Thank you all three for being here. Gaia coming in. Yes, Miss Mother. Yes. Delighted. Yes. Cleansing heavy energy, releasing rivers, forests, flowers energy, releasing deep energy coming in from the bowels, cleansing some of the bowels and the earth's intestines, mechanics, sadness, sorrow, war, sorrow, cleansing heart chakra healing, heart chakra reconnection, heart blocks, sorrow, relationship, rejection, negative. Feeling anything, Todd, here?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Coming in. Allow. Yes. Beautiful. You needed some of this. Your soul is delighted for you to have accepted and honoring this. Although sometimes we like doing things on our own, sometimes just a little help, little push is needed. Beautiful. Let's see. Healing past life, suffering, rejection, abuse, sexual aspect, abuse, family, trade, partner. Reconnecting the heart, beautiful, motherly, womb, beautiful, healing, social, galactic, earth, motherly feeling, beautiful, energetic, anchoring of the heart, acceptance, self-acceptance, excess self. See, we are who we are. We need to accepting, letting go, no fear, judgment, detachment, social, pleasing, just no. You are worthy. You are your own self. You are your own self. Beautiful. Thank you. Spreading of the wings. Ooh, heart. Yeah. Eagle, falcon energy. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, vision, beautiful vision. Ooh, beautiful, thank you. How was that, Morgan?
Lovely. Thank you, Benoit.
Thanks for being who you are, Morgan. Todd too. Beautiful energy. Blending of the energies between the two beautiful beings, reconnecting to your essence, beautiful, accepting, honoring, releasing, no need, past aspects, no need, previous life, husband and wife, previous lives too, master and healer, master, past life, control, energetic, releasing, attachment, detaching, accepting, fully autonomous, fully independent, sovereign beings, free from the world, free from any negative, any systemic energies, any political system, any, all free. We are free being, releasing. Bit of negative energy is released, heart, soul reconnecting, negative, reconnecting the hearts of people, everyone here, accept all. Thanks for being online, all. Thank you, all releasing. Yes, all. This is for us, all, for us, for here, Mother Earth. Yeah, enjoying. She is enjoying. Yes. Good, comfortable, fine, beautiful energy, receiving, connecting, letting, yes, release, letting go. All free as birds. I look, sight, beautiful, powerful. Wings, spread your wings, use your wings, cleansing. You are free. You are being freed from this. Shutting down of the old matrix, shutting down, 3D, no. 5D, energetics new, higher frequency, Gaia, soul, soul aspect, soul energetic, soul, inner earth, bowels of the earth, womb healing of the earth, womb motherly healing, accepting, free. Reconnecting the hearts of people to the earth, reconnecting to our essence, beautiful closeness, motherly love, earth, mountains, ocean, energetic, reconnecting, ocean life, breathing, beautiful energy, oxygen's leaves, beautiful leaves, rivers, releasing the train of thought, releasing mind control, soul, mind control, releasing mind control, mind releasing, no mind, no, Arcturian love, Arcturian. The Syrians are coming in, a bit of physical healing, suffering, lifelong, eons of suffering, releasing, womb bones, the ties, the links, the chains. Merci. Oh, merci, merci. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's unexplainable.
Thank you, thank you. No more. Releasing. Lighter, feeling lighter, yes. Floating, beautiful energy. Okay, Indie Galactics, welcome to come in. Any other? No, not. Okay. Lyrians? Hello? Okay, no. Vegans, Arcturians, Palladian, Council of the Light. Yep. Yes. Thank you, Benoit, for what you're doing. Thank you. Soul Family. Tribe, Palladian here. Thank you. Merci. Now, Morgan, try and connect to your soul and say hello to it. Getting anything?
Just like bliss and joy.
Okay, you need to practice it a little bit. It is delighted to be connecting with you on a permanent basis from now on. Some integration happened here. Part of yourself. Okay. There's a polarity between the heart and the soul. Heart is more like masculine energy and the soul is feminine. So again, here there's a parallel. Masculine, feminine reconnecting of the heart and soul. Body, physical body to the heart. Okay, telluric energies coming in from the earth, sending us love from her newly cleansed insides, beautiful, disconnecting from the nefarious, negative control, cleansing, control. Thank you. Thank you. Being told this is it for now for Morgan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Benoit.
Thank you. My pleasure. Nice meeting you.
Lovely to meet you too.
Oh, you gotta go.
Make sure you reconnect to your heart every day, Morgan. Last little thing I'm getting here.
Okay, thank you.
Lots of work, but reconnecting just doesn't take long. Say hello to your soul, talk to it, and it'll answer back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
As often as you can. Yep. That's what I'm getting here.
Thank you.
Just like any gift or whatever you practice, and then, okay, thank you. Let's see what I'm getting here, Todd. Maybe a little bit of chit chat, and then if you want a little bit of tweaking, if you're open to it, Todd.
Of course, I'm open to whatever you want to do.
All right.
I'm just
beautiful, beautiful.
I'm just wondering why it looks like there's a light blinking over here. There's no light blinking over here.
Well, as you move it, more or less.
No, even when
Yeah.
I'm.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not moving, and then
This has been going on the whole time. There's no
I'm
mistake.
getting galactic energies being sent in, flashing, activating. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Flashing, activating.
Yeah.
Pop-up energy, beautiful. Systemic energies coming in, transformation, transforming. A bit wobbly, and then it'll need to balance out, to stabilize.
Yeah.
Just like the heart and the soul. At first, it's not completely connected, but it needs to be reinforced.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay, being told to maybe tell you a little bit what I've been doing lately. I've reached a 5D transformation a couple of weeks ago. My vibration is way up there. It's way like 1,000,000 times the usual, the average human frequency here. And what happened here, for the past year and a half, at some point my energy, my vibration was too high. So sometimes it was too much for people to bear, And in that sense, I had a little less people coming to me. So energetically, I was a bit too strong. But part of the 5D, coming into 5D, we have new gifts. And one of them is to dynamically adjust my frequency. And I can ask myself, okay, what frequency am I at? 99 compared to the average one, okay. And I know I have to be a certain level to do certain things to connect to my soul or heart. And when we get into the 15, 19 levels of vibration, this is when we get into the 5D things. And as the levels go up, it is related to the DNA strands being activated, okay. So basically we have, used to think we have 12 and then 24, and then way past there, it's up to 99 strands of DNA. So that is very impressive. That's what's been happening to me. So I can control, I go, okay, if I'm going to meet somebody, we'll do some healing with somebody with the energy is way low, then I'm going to be able to adjust accordingly. I used to have to ask my soul to do this, but now that I've integrated, I'm the one. Now the soul does it automatically. And some of the things I think, we hear that we're doing the new 5D. It's never been done before,
Yeah.
And that we have to imagine it and create it. And the way I'm seeing this is as needs pop up and I need to do things. It's like it's being developed. I have communication with Galactus, and then sometimes I can hear them say, we'd like to test something with you energetic-wise on the earth and everything. You're very powerful. And then sometimes they didn't know we could do that. So we're riding the new earth here. So that's why quite impressive. So I was told I had a problem. My energy was too strong, and I was being told sometimes not to go into malls or shops or whatever. I get this piece of information. So I said, well, something's got to happen. And then they got together. I'm part of the Council of Light, Federation of Light, all kinds of things. Things happen at night. I don't have 100% awareness of what's going on here. Yeah. But I do get information, and whatever question I have, I can ask and I get the answers. So that's the way also I evolved, as I was able to, at some point I did this whole inner work thing, and I could ask, well, my clear audience, do I have a clear audience? Sometimes I would get a yes or a no, and then what's blocking? And okay, well, can I unblock it? Yes. Okay, well, let's do it. So I started unlocking the different clairs and everything. So we get to a point along the path of the inner work. It's not just pointing what we want to do, but as we clear, everything pops up. So you can target something, or as you go along the way, it's just a frequency thing. Your frequency goes up, your DNA gets activated, new gifts, new activations, and that's the way it works. So I can and I can see people, whether they're 5D enabled or their chakras have they emerged yet or whatever. I can get all that info. So that's very high level 5D, but also I can see if somebody is wounds, core wounds, whether it's rejection, abandonment, the current 5 wounds that happen. I can go lower, a little more traditional aspects of healing there.
Wow.
Now, what you're going to be able to do, Todd?
Yes.
I'm being told to tell you that you can heal by asking your own soul. Okay? Your heart and soul is not 100%. I'm getting like 95% reconnected. Okay? But you can still ask your soul to do things. Okay? And Arcturians, which oftentimes are related to the love aspects, will be helping you sometimes daytime, sometimes at night. Just set your intent, ask for it, and then as time goes, you'll see, wow, okay. You've gone from 2 to 45, your frequency. From now on, you'll have 13 strands of DNA pretty much permanently activated. From 2 to 13 now. So you've
thank you.
You've jumped. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you'll see you'll notice subtle changes, and sometimes not so subtle in situation. You'll see you'll be reacting differently. A lot less triggered. What I'm getting is a lot less triggered when dealing with people too. That's what I'm getting. So sometimes we don't notice. Well, we tend to notice things when we get triggered, but sometimes you'll go through your day, or you'll come across people, and then it's the following day or at night you think about your day and you say, well, this happened and I didn't get triggered. Wow. And sometimes it takes 6 months, to realize it, but it's all subtle things. So okay, I'm also getting messages that sometimes either don't 100% pertain, or I shouldn't. I'm not allowed to share, so don't worry. Okay. Okay, time to do a little bit healing of the heart. How long do we have?
You're fine. You're good.
Okay.
Don't worry about the time.
Okay, that's what I've been told too. Don't worry about time then. A little bit of heart here, a little heart healing, deception, treason, bit of treason here. Yeah, a little bit more healing of the heart before you can fully reconnect the heart and the soul. What happens is when our soul and hearts are disconnected, it is because of blocks or traumas, stuff like that. So figuratively, is just that sometimes events, traumas are too difficult, so that the soul cuts itself from the body, from the heart, because it's too difficult to bear. That's
yes.
That's how things happen. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Disembodiment, you know. Reconnecting your heart to your career. Lots more. Okay. Arcturian energies of love coming in. Stay anchored in love. Lots more new. Your vibe shot up. So new people, coming across new people, opportunities, new ways of doing things. Let your heart dictate. You need to follow your heart a little bit more here. Still doing some online stuff, but now as we raise, what happens sometimes is just by coming across people, and this will happen to you. You'll be healing people without consciously knowing, reconnecting their hearts. A heart reconnector on 2 feet.
But you don't have to plug in.
No,
No, it all resonates.
Second nature. Yeah. Beautiful. Keep. Yeah. Go on. Keep. Connect. Beautiful. Feel. Trying to connect heart to heart here. Needs a bit of healing. Release. Don't worry. Release. Heart opening. Let your heart open. Let it bloom. Let it open. Bite it. Wounds, no fear. No hurt, no. Not being hurt, no. Trust. Very good. Trust. Need some trust. Okay, being told that's enough for you today. Maybe a little bit of something. Okay, what are your feelings so far?
What am I feeling? Lots of things. In my body, I felt a lot of things. When I said hello to my soul, I saw a lot of things. But what jumped out there at the end, it's this word trust has been coming up a lot. And Morgan said, well, trust doesn't exist in 5D, like healing doesn't exist, forgiveness doesn't exist. I said, yes. And then I spent last night with Merlin again. And we went through a lot of stuff. And one of the things that I was told was, you can't move into the 5D until you trust everything or operate from a frequency of full unconditional trust for everything and everyone in the 3D.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Issues needs to be solved, at a 3D level. And then once this is solved, it's not a target. You become 5D.
Yeah.
It's,
I got it. And so the things that you were talking about, some of them you weren't actually saying. I picked them up from the very beginning. The Raphael, there was a big movement in my lower heart to my higher heart. And then the next ones, I can't remember. See, I can't remember who it was. It wasn't the Arcturians, one of the galactic star family, and then went from the heart to the throat. And I saw a lot of blue. But it looked like it was actually, I was witnessing the activation. And then in terms of the soul, as I'm having this stream of conscious conversation with it, as you're doing your thing, I think you said the word heart was the heart is more masculine and the soul is feminine. And there was a big gold a big gold ball from the just below the solar plexus. So like between the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, and it just got really big, and then lifted up, and that felt very familiar, and it felt like the mother energy. Yeah, so that was
Yeah, I think nourishing.
Yeah.
Is the words that's coming in here.
Mm.
And the blue light is by releasing the energy, releasing the heart, and then and the energies are released and reconnecting all the blue all the way to the throat chakra for the blue there. Okay, Galactics are thanking you for being here, of having made it. And now they need to do a little bit of healing with the people who are with us.
Yes.
Stay online though.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. People, humans. Human term is very important to me, because where I'm at and what I've been through and people I've dealt with, my understanding of the whole human aspect, I think, is very important and pretty deep, in such a way that anything that happens, we're triggered, we're reacting, we're saying things. It's all being driven by our, the baggage and wounds and everything. So in a way, any reaction, whether it is perceived as negative or whatever, there's always something that behind that can explain what's happening. And it's oftentimes we take it personally, and it shouldn't be taken personally when somebody, let's say, blows a gasket, we take it personally, but it's being beautifully human. It's part of the experience. It's not easy to accept. And then the way also we perceive things, there's a responsibility part here. That's a really hard one I had to go through. In the beginning, I did a bit of a Ho'oponopono thing. That's how I got a bit of shift, awakening. And it's the part about being responsible. I think it's one of the 4 aspects that is one of the most difficult to accept. But what I do sometimes is also part of, as a speaker, when I share my experience with the Ho'oponopono, is that we are responsible, but we are not guilty.
Yeah.
How we react, that's a major difference there. It's subtle in a way, but it is major. So we can accept ourselves. We're all humans, and we've done things sometimes we're not too proud of, but it's part of accepting the 3D, as you said, just coming to terms with all the 3D aspects that lets us and makes us get past that and move ahead and make it into a 5D. 5D shouldn't be a goal. It's just evolving, going with the heart, being our true selves. That's the bottom line. And the minute we accept ourselves and we understand how things work, then we start also accepting and tolerating people around us. Yeah. And this is the tolerance around the world. So it starts within. We all know this. Yeah. Okay.
That's a great point. If we take it personal, we're out of balance.
Oh yeah.
It's a good indicator for all of us.
Yeah. And then we become. We don't achieve. Is that basically we are joy. We are pure joy, but there's layers upon layers of traumas and baggage. It's like a veil, actually. And another level is our own veil.
Yes.
The illusion of being targeted, or
victimized.
Justice, victimized. That's the word. Yeah. Oh boy.
Thinking we're victims.
That's a big one. So we have to accepting.
Circumstances and consequences are the same thing. It's just the way it is, right? We can't. But this is powerful, very powerful, and I feel like it came in. Like I feel like last night. There's always multiple streams, right? Multiple things happening, multiple purposes and meanings, and so last night I could feel it coming on, and so I spent some time alone, and there was a lot of sensations in my body, and then when I sat down to do this show and you first started talking, then they came back, like they'd started, and then they kind of went suspended, and then I sat down. It happened very quickly, and then the energy started to move, as I told you earlier. But it feels to me like something has been planted in that area that I was telling you, like it's been planted, and I actually feel pregnant.
Funny, the word I got was seeded.
Seeded.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It feels like something's been seeded.
What I'm getting, the word I'm getting here is like a seed of love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel
That's very interesting. And
I feel a big seed, and it doesn't feel like it was planted in me. It feels like it was maybe like, you
born.
You move the dirt back and you find the seed.
Yeah. The dirt, and then whoop.
Yeah, there's the seed. Yeah. So that was cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, deeply buried. That's what I'm getting here.
Yeah. Now you said the heart, the soul, detached from the heart because of traumas. Now, there's two hashtags or two sayings that we've had since we started. Well, one started 9 years ago. I am soul. So I when you started to say about talking to your soul, I had to think about it for a second, and I had to go to a different place, because I said to myself, well, is that my higher self? And then I kind of heard, no, it's not. It's your soul. And I said, well, this is what I've been talking to. Yes, sometimes, but not all the time. And sometimes, so then it took me back and it said, you remember this time and that time? And I said, yes. I was on the streets when I first woke up. And I said, yes. And that was the soul. That's the soul you were talking to. It was very, very nurturing. It was a very powerful feminine mother energy, right? So that was very interesting. So and I could totally relate and resonate with what you said, that the soul had to detach from the heart because it was just too difficult. I know what you're saying. At some level, I totally got what you're saying, and have actually kind of understood that, but not consciously.
Mm-hmm. You felt it, yeah.
Absolutely. I actually have asked myself that question, because I know the human love, and the second hashtag we have, by the way, is the human is the hero. Like the human is the mission and the prize. So what you said about the human, I agree, totally resonate. But so the soul in the human, the soul in the heart. So the heart, the human heart. I mean, everything, be it a fear-based projection or love-based projection, in this duality, comes from the heart. And I remember being told years ago when I woke up that there's a line that runs through the heart. And on one side of the line is the human only experience. So maybe the human love, and then the other side was more like the soul. And I was told, look at all the crimes of passion that occur. It's like a third or almost 40% of all crimes are crimes of passion. So it was trying to explain that what you said earlier about we have to be responsible, but we're not guilty. It's part of the program that we made took these actions and things that we did, but they did come from the heart. The only thing was, it wasn't a complete heart, right? And so when you said that, it brought all that stuff in, and I guess in a way it reconnected it, or made it more,
Yeah,
yeah,
because what I tell people also is, as a human, 95% of our actions are driven by our subconscious. Okay,
yes,
who is pretty much survival, which is in survival mode to keep us comfortable, to keep us safe. So we think we are conscious, but we are a lot less than we think. It's like 5% of the time. You're on the road, you're driving your car, and then you go someplace, and then you don't remember driving or going through that
yes,
stretch, and then the subconscious is just a matter of survival and understanding how it works. In a way, there comes a time when it's getting triggered, or violence being triggered, and everything. It's just survival. Okay, and then it is the same subconscious who allowed us to evolve as a species over the millions of years. So it's not a matter of being, this and this and that subconscious. And no, well, it was useful. Now times have changed. Some of the rules subconscious go by are no longer useful.
Yeah, no, they no longer apply.
Yeah, they no longer apply. But the thing is the subconscious, whether you're dealing with a tiger, back then saber tiger, or nowadays you're somebody just calls you names, it doesn't make any difference, And then the thing is also, let's say you're some emotion which is I don't know, like sadness happens. And then the subconscious matches this with something that is known, because it has recorded everything since you were born, subconscious, each and every fraction of seconds and everything. And it likes, there's something's happening, and it compares this to its database, if you like. Database of things it's lived. And on the database, there are two columns: is it safe or not? Safe or not?
Right.
And then it's not safe, so it reacts.
Yeah.
And sometimes if there's been like 100 different situations which felt like similar to this, 100 situations, it just reacts, and then full blown, it's not safe, and then you either react physically or verbally or whatever. And then it's not the mind, it's not the conscious mind that does the thing. This is why sometimes people react, or even sometimes murders, they say, I don't know what happened.
Yes.
You say?
Yes.
Sometimes they say, I was taken over, sort of,
Yes. Yeah.
by something that was stronger than me. And the subconscious is 1,000 times stronger than your mind.
Yeah.
So you can spend your whole day saying, okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this. Or next time I meet you, you say this to me, or your partner or whatever, say this, and then, okay, I won't react. It's all cool. I'm not taking it personal. Blah, 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 blah. And then just a single word, and we get triggered major, And when this happens, sometimes it seems like overblown compared to just what happened, an overblown reaction. But the thing is also, is this little thing triggers, and you have all the baggage, the trauma within you that resonates. It's all frequency. Let's say it's sadness, and then everything that is sadness based within yourself starts shaking. So you feel like your whole body is shaking. This is how sometimes people say, well, just a little something that's sad, and I go, which is I'm not blaming or making fun, but just we get it gets out of hand. So this is why we have to understand how things work, and also this is why the inner work is needed to
Yeah, nobody's getting away from that.
Get that bag. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's pretty simple. Any question you ask, I could answer inner work.
Yes.
This inner work. Inner work, and I had to tell this myself too. So it's so strong. And as you do this, and then all kinds of things, and then we feel better, and then all kinds of energies and everything. So
yeah.
So
It's funny because yesterday I received a message. I was going to do a open mic, spoken word, poetry, conscious rap, prose, anyone that wanted to come in, and I had some technical problems and I couldn't do it. So I sent a few people a note saying that we're not going to do it. Well, one of my friends, she's on here today, she wrote me and said, thank you for letting me know. I look forward to it. And then she wrote me another note. She said, it's all of our birthdays. It's the same thing you said when you started the show. You said happy birthday to everybody.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's kind of the reason I brought that up, is because so much, like, I guess it's, for me, it's really accelerated lately. It's really been, the field has been accentuated. The higher sensitivities have been accentuated and enhanced.
Mm-hmm.
The field has been enhanced, and the processing has accelerated. So, we go through life, it's like reading a book. Everything we're looking at is talking to us, right? But it's come to a new level now. It's kind of like very recently, like this month, for me anyway, it started to move very seamlessly. Like I don't even have to turn the page. And not only that, but there seems to be more synchronicities and confirmation from mirrors rather than a bird going by, although that happens, or some other type of numeric synchronicity or something that tells you it's people, almost like the universe is speaking through them to me, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say, is this has been building up for me. And I have the luxury of going through this with Morgan because I can watch the feminine energy go into a space, take something on, expand, then I know I'm going next. So I'm like, okay, so that happened. That happened over the previous 3 or 4 days. And I was kind of going, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to stay connected. I went into the little man cave last night and connected with Merlin. But everything that happened up to last night and during the night, I then sat down with you. And I mean, it was very fast over here. I was getting it ready, so I didn't have time to like take a breath. I sat down, I turned it on. I said, how are you doing? And as soon as that happened, everything started to fall into place. And I'm just saying this as an example for everybody, because I think that's what you bring to the table. You are exemplifying the 5D frequency. You are providing a mirror for everyone to connect to through all the frequencies to awaken that code in them, right? So I love what I do because I feel that's what happens. It's not the channels and the downloads, although that's all very important. It's the human who's embodied this stuff, talking to another person from that new space of mind, heart, and soul, or maybe body, heart, and soul. I don't know how that works, but you know what I mean. That detachment from the heart and the soul coming back together in steps, in real time, through conversations, carries so much code for people.
It's like, it's a merging. It's what we call about oneness. Okay, merging. We have to first merge. Actually, the oneness involves the heart, the soul, and the mind. Mind is the third piece in there.
The heart, soul, mind. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some people say body, but heart, soul, and mind. Yeah.
Well, the body still needs to connect to the heart.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's an important part here.
Yeah.
And even under the two-way, the heart and mind connection there. And the way I see it, we said before, the heart is more like masculine and
Yeah.
the soul feminine. And when I thought about, actually, I thought about that this morning. And then I thought, well, what is the mind then?
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't
And
know.
what I got is it's more like neutral.
Mm.
And the mind needs to become neutral within this 3D.
Yes, that makes sense.
Which is non-duality, neutral.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, not good, not bad.
So the mind brings its so the
Or
mind, yeah,
balance
I
and
liked
neutral.
it. Yeah. So the mind is like the field of contemplation. It's like it's like a 0 point, a neutrality where you can take in the soul and the heart that had become detached, which isn't really a bad thing. It's actually, it was a tough thing, but now that we're bringing them together, this is actually bringing us into the 5D. I mean, this is actually an expansion of the creation seed. Our experience with everything we came in, our experience combined with everything we came into these incarnations with already.
Because we have, although we're moving up and going in 5D and everything, we're still here.
Yes.
We're in 3D. We're
the
in
human,
a
the human is
skin
the hero.
suit, you know?
The human is the hero.
Yeah,
I have people, high vibrational people, tell me, I don't like when you say that. Well, the human is the hero. The human
well,
is the living word, or the physical God, or the physical. I mean, this is a major endeavor.
what I would say, oh, it is. And what I would say is it's from a 3D point of view.
Yes.
And still understanding that there's a soul, but from a 3D, you say it's quite an achievement. It's quite a journey, quite a ride.
Yes. Yes.
And
it's like the human itself, the human species, let's just say. Although we know that, again, this is hard because 3D perspective fight. You know what you just said was exactly right.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I would say there's like the animal part which doesn't think.
Yes, instinct.
Okay, instinct, and then we're still we got a good part animal, and then we tag on this mind that keeps thinking, and then fear mode and everything. That's the thing.
So,
but one of the thing I have to, where I'm currently at some point, I got to a point where when people would ask me questions, I could answer from a 3D or a 5D perspective.
Yes, true.
Say, how are you today? Oh, wonderful. Or, well, I'm at the job here, and then we missed a deadline. It's, you know, it's no good, you know. And then, but then, or something happened, or girlfriend or partner dumped me, or whatever, or and then, but then well, it happened. My last partner, there was like 2 or 3 breakups, and the first 2 times it really got to me. It was like unannounced, out of the blue, you know. Okay, that's it. Oh, okay. And then the 3rd time it happened, first of all, I was getting into a relationship where we decided to go into what I call sort of a 4D relationship. Okay, there's the 3D standard traditional, and then there's the 5D no attachment. You know, we're all free. If we get together, or it doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. So it was a 4D, like getting no expectations. Okay, which is also a pretty important thing. Not taking personal. And then I really knew I had evolved, because the 3rd time she said, okay, it's over. First of all, I sort of, I saw it coming a little bit, but I knew that it could have happened. Okay, it could happen. And then when it happened, I said, okay, next. Just like saying, oh, tomorrow is going to be sunny.
Yes.
That's when I really discovered, okay, I've graduated.
Yes.
And then that's what I'm saying. So you asked me how it's going. Well, from a 5D perspective, it's beautiful what's
Yes.
happening because it's useful. It is taking me some other place. I've evolved. But from a 3D, sometimes, well, what a bummer, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then I put myself on different levels. And also when I asked for guidance, at some point I started getting guidance, different guidance. Let's say I ask a question and then my higher self could tell me something and then my soul something a bit different, and sometimes also the galactic, because I work with the galactics, and sometimes as part of the galactic or Earth needs to evolve in certain ways, so I should do something. For instance, at some point I asked whether I should detox because at some point I was told I needed to keep eating some of that junk food, okay? Because of my energy, and then we do the transmuting. It also does it for the collective. So it was useful for the collective.
I'm glad
But
you said
then
that.
my higher self said me, no, detox. Get rid of the toxin in my
Detox.
body, you know? So I could
So
get
which
two
one
different
do you?
pieces of
So what do you
advice.
follow? Yeah, which one? Because see, that's funny too.
That's the question. It's a wonderful question.
Yeah. So.
And I think everybody's got a different answer.
Yeah.
And do you service to the galactics or yourself?
Yeah.
And then oftentimes I'd go with the galactics, and at some point I got so many connections, all kinds of galactics, that I was getting also sometimes contradicting pieces of advice. And at some point I had to shut them down. It's just like with people, if you're too much of service, people are going to take advantage of you.
Yeah, I can resonate totally with what you're saying. Totally. And I guess that's why I go back to, and again, it's a 3D perspective or 3D language, but it's really a soul statement. And that is, you know, the human is the hero. The human is not the human aspect. The human is the one that makes the decision from those streams coming in alignment with all of its aspects. So who are you serving? Do you serve the galactics? No, I serve the body, the fully aligned body, etheric, which is the human, saying the human's the last one in.
Yeah, because you have free will.
Yes. So the human has to say yes to this. So if I look at what you just brought this up, and these are not coincidences. So yesterday morning I woke up and I thought, why am I so hungry? I like to eat a nice breakfast because I'd rather eat early in the day than eat later. So I ate a big bowl of oatmeal with fruit. And then about an hour later, I made 2 eggs and I made a big breakfast taco with egg and cheese and spinach. And then about an hour later, I ate this leftover stuff that I made. And I thought, why am I eating so much? And then I heard, because you are about to, let's say over the next 24 hours, you are about to transmute a tremendous amount of stuff for yourself. And like you said, for the collective. And then I understood that. And I said, okay.
I'm getting confirmation on this. And it had already started to work, just like you said earlier. And then overnight work too. Sometimes we do work with the galactics and everything. Sometimes we wake up very hungry.
Oh my
God.
Then
and then this is something part of being 5D and your vibration rising, DNA activating. You become more and more able, or you more easily tap into the universal energy, into the environment to get the energy you need to get going. It's like nutritional. Sometimes I'm being told, should I eat? And then I get energetic nutritional or energetic nutrition. I would get, which is breathing exercises, and then I do that, and then no longer hungry. And the way I figured it also is that oftentimes the heart is either disconnected or there's a block or some emotion that's in the morning, or even during dream time we pick up emotional blocks, you know.
Yeah.
So I just release this so that the energy flow is better, and then the heart chakra is connected to the whole feeling of hunger.
Yes.
So once I do this poop, and then a few seconds later, I don't feel hungry.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder oftentimes, are we really hungry for food?
Exactly. It's interesting because these are the types of internal group dialogues that I was describing earlier. You have all these multiple streams coming in. You can see them more clearly, even though the room's fuller, you know, galactic, higher self, this, that, this, all of these different. But what's happening is, and I love the way you explain that, you're actually having this dialogue going, and it's happening very fast, and you're able to process it with clarity more and more every day. And so I think that's what's happening. And you're right, the answer is not always the same. It's very much like yesterday I'm sorry, the day before yesterday, I made this really nice, and I had the same feeling coming up, and maybe I was aligning with it. I was like, oh my God, I got to eat something good. I'm going to make something beautiful. I got this sweet chili sauce, and I got some blackened spicy Cajun seasoning, and I made this. And by the time I got done, I couldn't eat. it was like I already ate.
Well,
you know
actually, in a way, you got fed by doing something you love.
Yes, exactly.
That's beautiful. In a great big move and receiving our happy. You see how nourishing love is?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
So would you? I love this show. I'm all about. You know, I understand. You know what I do, and I'm very much a student of it. With all the conversing with all the streams all the time. You know, and so anyway, first of all, I want to thank you for contributing a very original, down to earth, raw, real, beautiful experience. So, and if you would like to do this again, don't hesitate to
Sure.
send me a message or send Morgan a message. And if you don't, then and if you're okay with it, we'd love to collaborate with you again. And so maybe in in the late next month or something. But if something happens before then,
I'm already getting some info here. We wanted to do a little something for the people.
Okay.
Well, it's been a bit of a long session here. I'm getting, maybe we should do this on a separate session.
Okay. Whatever you want to do.
Let me check here. Okay, maybe we should do another show.
Yeah. Yes.
For the people.
Yeah.
And that will be dealing also about, I'm getting words of maybe having people realize their dreams, but also cleansing a bit of the fear mongering, the COVID thing currently, some cleansing of that nature.
Yeah, sounds good.
And also reconnecting people once again, their hearts, their souls. Being told we could be done in a couple of days, but then maybe we should need a little bit more as the galactic They're pretty
Yeah.
busy, you know, nowadays.
Yeah. I'm actually going to be, I'm going to be
getting a
leaving.
couple weeks or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah. I think that makes sense because I'm going to be on the road in a couple of days. So I'm actually not going to be broadcasting for about 4 days or 5 days. But when we get to Arkansas, then we'll set it up, which will be about a week from now. Yeah, and we can set it up a week after that or whatever. We'll know then. We'll know then.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask you that, and I wanted to. Several people have asked, how do they get in touch with you? I don't.
Yes,
Okay, if you're okay with.
absolutely. I
Okay.
do on one-on-ones too.
Okay. So how would they? What's the
There's
best?
Facebook. One is one of them is through Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I was gonna give my website here, but
You can't remember it.
no, I'm getting info here. I'm
Oh, I'm sorry.
always connected. That's why I'm here. I'm nodding, but I'm getting info. People can also go on my website. Okay, it's called. Although it's not portrayed as much as galactic wise. It's more a little bit traditional. Also, although this is not traditional, energy healing is not really traditional. My website is Energetist. I like to call myself in a way an energy specialist, an energy artist, you know. So it's ENERG, Energ.
ENERG.
Yeah. ET.
ENERGET.
Yes, IST, Energetist.
IST.com.
Yeah, that's it.
.com. Okay, I'm going to put that on here. ENERGETIST. Right? .com.
Yeah, .com. So it's
Okay, there you go, folks.
both English and French on there.
Okay.
I'm from, by the way, I'm from Montreal.
Oh, you're in Canada?
Quebec. Yes, sir.
We're going to have to, I was thinking about putting a little something together in August or September, probably September, in maybe Sedona or Shasta.
Okay.
So maybe I'm just putting it out there. So we'll just see. We'll see how
Yeah,
things go.
we missed each other by a week down in Florida during the winter time. So
Is that right?
I was at Siesta. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes,
wow,
sir.
we just barely missed each other.
Oh yeah. Well, I went twice actually. So.
Wow. Well, far out. Well,
Yeah,
if you come stateside, be sure and send me a message. And let me know where
yes,
you're at.
but I've been for a while. I was guided not to go.
Yeah.
Because of the energies, heavy
Yes.
energies down there. This summer I might be called upon doing a cross Canada thing. I'll see how things work.
Yeah.
But to do some Gaia work, you know, also.
Yes. Yes. And on that note, I want to thank you too for all the work you've been doing. There's a lot of
Thank
people
you
like
very
you.
much.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there,
Appreciate it.
and a lot of them have been women. For
Yes.
many years, 20, 25, 30 years, doing this kind of work without any attention being given to them or being asked for, really. But every now and then, a masculine incarnate steps up and has been doing the same thing. So I just want to say, on behalf of everybody, thank you for all the work that you've been doing for all these years that you do and will continue to do. And because it's opened up
Yes, this is
so many doors for people. And
heartwarming to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to just say thank you to that, and I want to say thank you to the entire Universal and Galactics and et al. That connected with us today through the conduit that you are, and I look forward to collaborating with you again.
Yes, I thank you, and I would love to do that. And I'd like to say also I can bring people. You said about women and everything. I think I can bring a good balance.
Yes.
Okay. feminine, masculine, worked a lot on it. And also coming from I used to be an IT consultant, computer science. So that was the mind, Cartesian logical guy. And I used to be like 85% mind oriented, and now I flipped.
Yeah.
Not only 50-50, but I'm more intuitive. I mean, I make decisions now based on my intuition and my connection.
Yeah.
So also that, and I love working also with empaths, because I know what makes it that we feel too much energy and everything. So it's
Yes. Far out.
Yeah, Cartesian, but also compassionate and
Yes.
non-judgmental. Last thing
Yes.
I'm adding here, non-judgmental. I understand people, and I've been through things.
Yeah.
So I'd love to help anyone who'd like to get in touch with me.
Yeah, when I read your bio, I could identify a lot with your story too. So I've been there too, a few times. But it's such a pleasure, though. I just want to say thank you again. And,
thank you, Todd. Merci beaucoup, Todd.
Yes. Oh, you're from Quebec. You're from the French Canadian. Yeah, very cool.
Oui, monsieur.
Thank you. You take care, brother.
Thank you.
All right.
Say goodbye to Morgan. Ciao.
I will. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.